Hey there, thanks for joining me. Today, our practice is going to focus on digestion. So, we're going to do some practices that focus on building some heat in and around the digestive organs. We're also going to focus on practices that move energy down and out, or in what we call in yoga, apana, vayu, because that's the way that we want the digestive process to work, right? We want to consume the food and have it move its way down through the digestive system and then eventually out. And so we'll work with those practices that move energy down and out and get that stimulation of the downward and outward process, as well as building that heat around the internal organs to stoke the digestive fire, or what we call in Ayurveda, the Agni. It's important before consuming a big or heavy meal that the Agni is already burning, so that as we start to layer on food combinations that we might not be used to, or heavier types of foods than what we're used to, that fire is stoked and ready to start that process of transformation. So with that in mind, we're going to begin down on our backs, and go ahead and recline down and make yourself comfortable. Support yourself with props in any way that you need to, perhaps a blanket under your head or a bolster or a blanket under your knees. And once you get comfortable on your back, bring your hands onto your belly and just let your hands come to rest on your belly. First is just an added layer of weight, but also an added layer of warmth. So start to feel the warmth from the palms of your hands penetrate through your clothing, through your skin, and toward those digestive organs. And just take a moment to settle in here and soften your body and relax. The digestive process is slowed down by sympathetic nervous system activation, or essentially what that means is when you're stressed, it is harder for your body to move through its digestive process effectively. And so one of the best things that we can do to support our digestion is to calm down the nervous system, or to stimulate parasympathetic nervous system activation and settle into a relaxed state. So we're going to begin our practice here on the back in just a moment, focusing on the breath and what we call in yoga samavritti breathing. The word samavritti means the same fluctuation. So it's a breath where the inhale and the exhale are equal in length. We're going to work toward a 5-second breath in and a 5-second breath out, or about a 10-second breath cycle. This equals about 6 breaths per minute, and research has shown that 6 breaths per minute is the ideal respiratory rate for triggering some of this parasympathetic nervous system activation. So it's just slowing the breath down. But first, just bring some attention to your breath. Notice your inhales and your exhales, and start to notice the quality of your breath. Is your breath smooth or rough or choppy? Is it fast or slow? Does breath move freely? Or do you feel restrictions and constrictions in areas? And once you've noticed the qualities of your breath, now start to count how long it takes for you to breathe in. And then match the length of your breath out to that same count. Right now, it doesn't matter how long or short that count is, just that the inhalation and the exhalation match. So take a few rounds to settle into that rhythm. Count how long it takes for you to breathe in, and then match that with your breath out. And now that you've had a moment to settle into the steady rhythm where the inhale and the exhale are the same, let's try to move toward that 10-second breath cycle. I'll help you count out the first several breaths, and then you can continue on your own from there. Let's take one cleansing breath, a deep breath in through the nose, and a slow breath out through your mouth. And closing your lips together, breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. In, 2, 3, 4, 5. Out, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep that same rhythm going. And the next time that you breathe in, stretch out long, reach your arms up over your head, reach your legs to the end of your mat, stretching like you just woke up in the morning. And then on another breath in, stretch out long again. And as you exhale, bring your right knee towards your chest. Let your hands float down to hold the front of your shin or thigh. Then inhale, stretch that right leg forward, arms overhead. As you exhale, bring the left knee to the chest. Hands reach down to hold the shin or thigh. And inhale, stretch the left leg straight ahead, arms overhead. Exhale, bringing the right knee to the chest, squeeze in. Inhale, stretch out long. Exhale, left knee to the chest, breathe in. Inhale, stretch out long. Do one more like that on each side. Exhale, bring the right knee to the chest, breathe in. Inhale, stretch out long. And exhale, left knee to the chest, breathe in. Inhale, stretching out long. And as you exhale, reach your arms out to the side like the shape of a letter T with your palms up or down. And then bend your knees, bring the soles of your feet to the floor. Walk your feet, your knees, and your inner thighs in as close together as they'll comfortably come. And then draw your knees towards your chest until your shins are parallel to your mat. Good. With your shins parallel to your mat, draw your toes back towards the fronts of your shins like you're reaching through the heel of your foot, making those legs really active, squeezing the knees and the inner thighs towards each other. Good. Take another breath in. Draw your navel back towards your spine as you exhale. Try to keep squeezing the knees together as you rotate your lower body to the left. You're dropping your knees towards the floor on the left side, squeezing the knees together. Still pulling the navel towards the spine. When you inhale, pull the knees back up to center. And when you exhale, squeeze the knees together. Drop all the way over to the right side. Keep lifting the navel in towards the spine. Squeezing the knees together. Breathe in, come back to center. Exhale and drop the knees towards the left. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, drop the knees towards the right. Inhaling again, come back to center. Exhaling one last time, the knees move to the left. Inhale, pull back into center. And exhale, squeeze the knees together, drop them to the right. Inhale, pull the knees back to center. And as you exhale, bring the knees to the chest. Reach your arms in between your knees. Take holds of your shins, your ankles, your big toes, or the arches of your feet. And turn the soles of the feet to the ceiling for the happy baby pose. And as you shine the soles of your feet to the ceiling, you might rock a little bit right and left. Just letting the weight of your body massage across your low back. Take another breath or two here, in and out. And then the next time that you inhale, hug your knees together. If it's safe and healthy for you to rock up and down the length of your spine, rock up to seated. Otherwise, just roll over to one side and press yourself up to a seated position. As you come up to seated, you might like to grab a blanket and just sit on the edge of a blanket in a comfortable cross-legged position. Once you're seated comfortably, take your hands towards your knees. Sit up tall, take a deep breath in. As you exhale, reach your chest towards your right knee and then circle your chest towards the left knee. Exhale as you round out your spine, circle toward the back. Inhale, reach the chest forward towards the right knee, circling to the left knee. Exhaling, round out the spine, circle to the back. Inhale, chest to the right and around. Exhale, rounding out the spine, circle to the back. On your next breath in, circle to the back. As you exhale, your chest comes forward to the left knee and all the way around. Inhale, circle to the back. Exhale, chest forward into the left knee, all the way around to the right. Inhale and circle to the back. Exhale, make one more circle from left to right. And as you inhale, half a circle to the back so you can come all the way back up to sitting tall. As you exhale, drop your shoulders back and down. Let your right hand come to the floor beside your right hip. As you breathe in, reach your left arm up beside your ear. Exhaling to lean towards your right side. Press your left sitting bone down into your mat. Breathe in and stretch the left fingertips over your head. Exhale. Good. Take one more breath in and out. And on your next breath in, come all the way back up to seated. That left arm's going to reach up beside your ear. As you exhale, twist towards your right and let your left arm cross your body, holding onto your right thigh or your right knee. The right fingertips behind your hip, pressing down as you lengthen your spine. Exhaling as you rotate from your navel towards the right. When you inhale and your belly expands, release the depth of the twist a little. And then when you exhale, squeeze your belly button in towards your spine, twist deeper. Inhale, relax your belly, release the depth of the twist. And then exhale, squeeze your belly button in, twist just a little bit deeper. Inhale one more time, release the depth of your twist. And then squeeze the belly button in as you exhale, twist deeper. On your next breath in, release the twist fully, turn forward, reach your arms out and up above your head. And as you exhale, bring your hands through your heart center all the way down to the floor in front of your shins and walk your hands forward to fold. As you fold forward and crawl your fingertips forward, try to keep your sitting bones connected to your blanket or your mat, wherever your sitting bones are touching. And then let your spine gently round, contracting the muscles in the front of your abdomen, your forehead falling a little bit towards the floor, maybe all the way down to touch. And take one more breath in and out. And as you inhale, come all the way back up to seated. Change the cross of your legs so you have the opposite shin in front or on top. And take your hands back towards your knees. On your inhale, shift your chest forward and towards your left knee, all the way across to your right knee. As you exhale, round out your spine, circle to the back. Inhale forward, left to right. Exhale, round out the spine, circle to the back. Inhale forward, left to right. Exhale, circle around to the back. On your next breath in, circle around the opposite direction to the back, rounding out the spine. As you exhale, move the chest forward from right to left. Inhale, round out the spine, circle to the back. Exhale, forward, right to left. One more big circle, inhaling to the back. And exhaling forward, right to left. As you inhale, half a circle to the back. Come all the way back up to seated. As you exhale, drop your left hand to the floor beside your hip. Breathing in, the right arm's going to stretch all the way out and up beside your ear. And as you exhale, take a side bend over to your left. Make sure your right sitting bone stays down, connected to your blanket. And then inhale to stretch those right fingertips over your head and breathe out. And take one more breath in and out. And then as you inhale again, come all the way back up to seated. Twisting to the left as you exhale, the right arm sweeps across your body to hold on to your left thigh or your left knee. Breathing in, lifting the torso tall. As you exhale, rotating around to your left. And then when you inhale, release the depth of your twist just a little bit. As you exhale, squeeze the navel in and twist deeper. Relax your belly. When you inhale, release the depth of the twist. And then draw the navel in and up. When you exhale, twist deeper. Then inhale, release the depth of your twist. And as you exhale, navel in and up, twist deeper. On your breath in, release your twist fully. Turn forward, reach both arms out and up above your head. As you exhale, bring the hands through the heart center, begin to hinge forward, take the fingertips to the floor in front of your shins. As you walk the hands forward, crawl the fingertips out in front, keep the sitting bones connected to your blanket or your mat. And then draw your navel towards your spine, contracting the muscles at the front of your abdomen, rounding your spine gently. Take one more breath in and out. And then as you inhale, slowly walk your hands back up to seated. Go ahead and uncross your legs and come around to your hands and knees. And as you come around to your hands and knees, stacking your hips above your knees and your shoulders above your wrists in the tabletop posture. From the tabletop posture, tuck your right toes under, slide your right foot all the way to the back of your mat, and then lift through your inner thigh to bring your right heel about as high as your hip. Lift your navel towards your spine to support your low back, and then breathing in, stretch the left arm forward alongside the ear. As you exhale, round out your spine, pull your right knee and your left elbow in to touch right underneath of your nose, and then inhale, stretch out long. When you exhale, that knee and elbow are going to come in to touch right underneath of your nose, rounding out your spine. Inhale, reaching in opposite directions. Exhale, pull the elbow and knee to touch. And inhale to stretch. Two more like that. Pulling the knee and the elbow in to touch. And inhale to stretch out. Last time, as you exhale, round out the spine by contracting the muscles in the front of the body, knee and elbow touch, When you inhale, stretch out long. Keep the left arm lifted. As you exhale, bring the right knee back underneath of your hip. Then on your breath in, sweep your left arm out to the left side, twist open, look up at your left hand. On your exhale, let your left shoulder and your left ear dive down to your mat, threading the needle. So the back of your left the back of your left hand is on your mat, pressing down firmly and then pulling back through that left arm, like you're trying to slide your arm out from underneath of you. Coming up onto the fingertips of your right hand. Your right elbow is bent at about a 90-degree angle, and the wrist and the fingertips are directly underneath of your elbow. Press down into your fingertips, take a breath in. And then as you exhale, start to rotate your chest a little more towards the right, like you're stacking your right shoulder over your left shoulder. Take one more breath, in and out. And then with your right palm flat on your mat, inhale and come back up to the tabletop pose. Pause here in tabletop, take your breath out. Then tuck the left toes under. Slide the left foot to the back of the mat. Lift through the inner thigh. Bring that left heel as high as your hip. And then draw the navel in and up. And as you inhale, reach the right arm forward. On your breath out, round out your spine. Pull your knee and elbow in to touch right underneath of your nose. When you inhale, stretch out long. Exhale, the knee and elbow touch right underneath of your nose. Inhale to stretch. Exhale, bring the knee and the elbow to touch. Inhale to stretch. Exhale, knee and elbow pull in. Inhale to stretch. Last one like this. When you exhale, pull the knee and the elbow in. And when you inhale, stretch. Keep the right arm lifted. When you exhale, bring the left knee back to the floor. Then inhale, sweep that right arm over to the right. Twist open, look up. As you exhale, right shoulder and right ear, diving all the way down to thread the needle. The back of your right hand is on the floor, pushing down, coming onto the fingertips of the left hand. And then pressing the fingertips down, take a breath in. And as you exhale, press harder into those fingertips. Try to move your left shoulder back, opening your chest to the left, stacking left shoulder over right. Take one more breath, in and out. And then bring the left palm back to the mat. And as you inhale, press up to your hands and knees. Good. On your exhalation, as you're coming back into the tabletop posture, grab your blocks and take your blocks underneath of your hands at their highest height. Go with the blocks underneath of the hands, move the right block over towards the center of your mat and step the right foot forward so it comes on the outside of your blocks. And then you can just keep that right block in place where it is. Make sure that your left hand is directly underneath of your left shoulder on the block, and bring your right hand to the top of your right thigh. When you inhale, press down into your right thigh, extend your spine. As you exhale, rotate from your belly button towards the right. So you're really trying to focus on rotating your abdomen, the belly button turning towards the right inner thigh. Like in our seated twist, when you inhale, relax your belly, release the depth of the twist a little bit. And when you exhale, squeeze the belly in and rotate just a little bit deeper. Relax the belly, release the depth of the twist. Exhale, squeeze in, twist just a little bit deeper. Inhale, relax the belly, release the depth. Exhale, Twist just a little bit deeper. This time as you inhale, release the twist fully. Take your right hand back down to your block. And as you exhale, swing your right knee back to meet your left knee. Move both blocks closer towards the right side of your mat. And then step your left foot to the outside of your blocks. Adjust the block underneath of your right hand so that it's directly beneath your shoulder. And bring your left hand to the top of your left thigh. When you inhale, lengthen your spine. When you exhale, twisting from your navel towards the left. So again, the goal is to try and get that belly button all the way around to face your left inner thigh. Then when you inhale, relax your belly and release the depth of the twist. And when you exhale, squeeze your belly in and up and twist a little deeper. Inhaling, relax your belly, release your depth. Exhale and twist just a little bit deeper. And then again, relax your belly, release your depth. Exhale, twist just a little bit deeper. And when you inhale again, release your twist fully. Take your hands back down to your blocks. This time you're going to take the block that's under your left hand, move it to the outside of your left foot. So you're framing your foot with your blocks. Tuck your right toes under, and then just push off with your right foot and step forward to the front of your mat. Once you're at the front of your mat, you can move those blocks off to the side for now. Bring your hands onto your shins or your thighs. Lengthen your spine. Reach your tailbone back and your chest forward. And exhale, fold forward over your legs. And as long as it's safe and healthy for your spine, on your next breath in, just let your hands slide up your legs and come all the way up to standing. Good. As you come up to standing, roll your shoulders back and down and settle into Tadasana or mountain posture with your feet about hips distance apart. Bring your hands onto your waist and then bend your knees and sit back like you're sitting into Utkatasana or the chair pose. I'm going to turn a little bit sideways so you can watch my pelvis here. I'm going to inhale and come into a back bend, untuck the tailbone. And then on the exhale, I'm going to tuck the tailbone under, round the spine forward, lift the navel in and up, hold the breath out while I'm tucking. And then inhale again, untuck, and move into that back bending shape. When you exhale, tuck the tailbone, start to round out the spine, take the chin to the chest, really squeeze your belly button in and up, hold your breath out. And then inhale, release, and untuck your tailbone. When you exhale, tuck and round, squeeze your belly button in and up like you're using your belly button to press out all the air, hold your breath out. And when you inhale, untuck and lift your chest. Good. Pause here, breathe out. And then push into your feet on your inhale, come all the way up to stand. Take your feet as wide as your mat. You can still be facing the front short edge of your mat. I just want to face towards you on the camera. So the toes turn out, the heels turn in. And then bending the knees and lowering down into Malasana, a squatting position. As you lower down to squat, your hands might be on the floor in front of you, or maybe your hands together in front of your heart. Letting your tailbone anchor down towards your heels and lifting your chest. Good. Again, focusing on that downward and outward movement of energy. And taking one more breath in. And then lowering both hands to the floor and have a seat all the way down. Once you're seated, you can grab a blanket if you like to sit on the edge of a blanket. Make sure you're right in the front of your sitting bones, and then both legs are extended straight out in front of you. Take your hands next to your hips or next to your legs. Take a breath in, lift your chest. And then as you exhale, start to fold forward over your legs in Paschimottanasana. As you fold forward in Paschimottanasana today, as long as it's safe and healthy, contract a little through the front of your abdomen. Let your spine round gently. Your forehead might fall towards your shins or your knees. And breathe here. And as you breathe in, slowly lifting yourself back up to seated. As you come up to seated, pull both of your knees towards your chest. Make sure you're in the center of your mat, so you're going to have plenty of space behind you. Make sure what's behind you is cleared off. There are no blocks or blankets or other props behind you. Reach your arms forward and slowly roll down. As you roll down onto your back, hug both of your knees to your chest. Rock a little bit from side to side or move your knees around in circles. And then place both feet on the mat. Take your feet as wide as your mat. Let your knees fall in towards each other. Bring your hands to rest on your belly. And then again, just start to feel the heat from the palms of your hands penetrating through your clothing, through your skin, and into those digestive organs. Notice the heat that you've generated in this midsection of your body. And appreciate the sense of grounding that apana vayu, that down and outward energy, provides. Bring your attention back to your breath. And once again, slow down your breath so that you're breathing in for a slow count of 5 and breathing out for a slow count of 5. If you have longer today to spend in Shavasana, I encourage you to stay here as long as you are able. If this is all the time you have today before preparing for your meal, then hug both of your knees to your chest. And slowly roll all the way over to your left side. Use your hands to press yourself back up to seated. Come to a comfortable seat, resting your hands in your lap and bowing the wisdom of your head towards the wisdom of your heart. Thanks for joining me today. Namaste.